So, brothers and sisters, I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. I'm sure a lot of you is probably wondering, where in the heck is Sunshine? Well, not to tell too much of my business or toot my own horn, we've had some drastic changes here lately. Also, we had been assigned to a whole week assignment and project of remodeling our home until we get to our next destination. And I tried to step back too from social media to just try to focus on God more, because a lot of times, brothers and sisters, I hear a lot of people saying they're not hearing from God, they're not feeling God. But the truth is He's there. It's just that you need to shift your focus. Does that make sense? It could be like this. Say I could put something right here on my seat, but because you're talking to me and you are giving me eye contact and listening to me, you probably aren't going to see if I have, just say, a little baby Jesus right here. You're not going to see it unless I shift your focus and say, hey, can you find the baby Jesus? Right? I have them here in my car, but I don't have one in arm's reach. So it's just an example. So it's just like you can feel the wind, you can hear the wind, but you can't see it. You see the effects and the outcomes of the tree swaying and the leaves and all that, right? So a lot of people is going through that today, and I'm just breaking it down in a way that you all should be able to understand this. And so if you are one of the ones that feels like that, just know that God hasn't went anywhere. God is always right here. Sometimes it's time that we come off of baby milk and start eating solid foods. And so sometimes His absence is just preparation. Okay? That's all it is. It's to level you up, to teach you to walk by faith and not by sight. Okay? You never should walk by sight. Always walk by faith. Now, the world will teach you to walk by sight. Okay? But the Bible teaches us to walk by faith. Okay, so anyways, I'm glad to be back, and I pray over every single one of these videos, and I ask that the Lord will let this go to where it's supposed to go to at the time it's supposed to get to you. If by chance you run across this and none of this is resonating with you, but maybe someone has popped up in your mind that could be going through any of these things that I'm talking about, I just encourage you to just share it, or maybe tell them, because the goal is that we need to be out here being disciples of Jesus Christ. We need to be followers of Jesus, being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, so that we can overcrowd the kingdom, brothers and sisters. Although God already knows who's going where and who's going to be picked and who's chosen and who's, many are called, but few are chosen. We know that God already knows the number. But why not make the best of it while we're here and do what God called us to do? Because you never know. God can do anything at any given time. And a lot of people is containing Him in a box and just putting Him in a box and putting limits on Him. Listen, the Bible cannot contain all of the works of the Lord. So I promise you that He's working outside of the Bible. I promise you. It's just that there's not enough room or pages to contain it all of what the Lord did. So always remember that, brothers and sisters, and just know that God loves you. And I'm glad to be back, and I pray that the Lord will continue to use me to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and to encourage and love and teach and share my testimony and just remind you of how amazing you are. Have a wonderful and blessed Monday. Look forward to talking to you again.